An Overview of Prohibition by Andy, Emma, Noah, and Weston.
Back before Prohibition, people were limited on things to drink without getting sick, like river water or unpasteurized milk. On average, people were drinking 7 gallons of alcohol per year. That equals 70 gallons of beer, 39 gallons of wine, or 15.5 gallons of distilled liquor. Ministers and physicians were worried about the alcohol use in the lives of Americans. They argued that drinking damaged people's health and moral behavior. Reformers held a campaign to try and reduce or eliminate the use of alcohol. After that, the use of alcohol dropped from 7 to 3 gallons a year. Soon after, they found out that alcohol was addictive, so they wanted to end the use of it. Nearly a dozen states established themselves as dry states. As reformers picked up steam, the Civil War broke out in 1861. At the end of the Civil War, Prohibition Party was formed in 1869.
The Volstead Act stated no person shall manufacture, sell, barter, transport, import, export, deliver, furnish, or process any intoxicating liquor except the liquor authorized by this act. The act defined intoxicating liquor as any beverage over 0.5% alcohol and took the place of all existing prohibition laws in effect in states with such legislation. However, the belief it did not specifically prohibit the purchase or consumption of intoxicating liquors. For example, those who had stockpiled alcoholic beverages could legally consume them. The 21st Amendment ended the era of prohibition and stated Section 1 of the 18th article of the amendment to the Constitution of the United States is hereby repealed. Section 2, the transportation or importation into any state, territory, or possession of the United States for delivery or use from this point on of intoxicating liquors will be in violation of the laws and is hereby prohibited. Section 3, this article shall be inoperative unless it shall have been ratified as an amendment to the Constitution by conventions in the several states as provided in the Constitution within 7 years from the date of submission hereof to the United States by
Signs of success including fewer arrests for drunkenness and 30% decline in alcohol production. Bootlegging was a big problem throughout the decade. Increased crime that goes along with bootlegging. Gangster Al Capone earned $60 million annually for the illegal sale of alcohol. Many people even smuggled alcohol across state lines. In 1929, St. Valentine's Day, a group of men dressed as policemen in a gang shot and killed people in another enemy gang. They were supposedly associated with Al Capone. The high price of bootleg liquor made the nation's working class and poor restricted during Prohibition, and the middle and upper class Americans were not. The number of law enforcement officers went up to enforce Prohibition in the 20s. By 1932, FDR wanted to make liquor legal again to create jobs and revenue. The 18th Amendment was repealed easily in February of 1933.
Prohibition, a noble experiment or the government trying to shape morality? To answer this question, it is important to identify the root purpose of prohibition. Prohibition occurred because the government identified a problem in American society and tried to amend the issue. This was not as simple an experiment, but rather an attempt to modify our society. Therefore, it was the government's attempt at shaping our morality.